If you're like me, you probably wonder what it really costs to live in Bangkok for a month. Is it crazy cheap? Is it overrated? Well, today I'm gonna break down everything from the meals to the rides to the experiences so you know exactly what to expect. Let's get into it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let my boy tell y'all how I felt about it.
Off to Thailand, sky high, 1 month under purple skies. Living cheap, eating good, tuk-tuks flying through my hood. I wish I could stay forever and never. It don't get much better. If only smog wasn't in the weather, I'd breathe it in light as a feather. But I can't. Living in Bangkok, everything feels just right. So right, except the pollution in the air that shouldn't be in sight. But besides the smog, nah, that ain't far. Bangkok is quite alright. Bangkok is quite alright.
You heard my boy. Bangkok is an amazing city, but one thing you just have to remember, this city has so much pollution in the air and it's terrible for your lungs. I'm gonna get into that later. But for right now, what we looking at is the condo that I'm staying in, and man, it's super nice. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, provided everything that I needed. You can see here like how it looked. The area it's into is in a good location. It's right next to a highway, and even though it's a little further out from most of the things that are like downtown, it's still close enough to where you're gonna hit most of the things you want within 20 or 30 minutes. And downstairs in my condo, they have these food trucks that show up every day. It's different food trucks, and they just have all types of different food. And because it changes out every day, it gives you so many options to eat so many different things. And there's also a 7-Eleven located at the bottom of my condo. Right here you can see the food in 7-Eleven is ridiculously cheap. You can buy meals for $1, $2 that look like this. There's restaurants that are located at the bottom of my condo as well, and those meals are also about $2 each. This is a robot coffee maker barista, and this thing only costs $2. Everything is cheap. Everything is cheap. Food is just ridiculously cheap compared to what we're used to. Even when you go out to restaurants, like this is a nice restaurant in one of the main malls in the city, and I only spent about $30 for 2 people.
Salmon pasta, let's go.
I don't know what else.
What about these little guys?
These are some pork bread. As far as transportation, Bangkok definitely has plenty of different options, but I mainly use Grab. Grab is like their Uber, and they have multiple options on Grab. The cheapest one is to get a bike. It's a little scarier. You definitely have to be an adventurer if you're gonna hop on the back of a bike and ride through a major city like this. But just know that these rides are the fastest because traffic in Bangkok is crazy. So if you're actually trying to get somewhere quick, you'll take a bike, or they have options like tuk-tuks. These aren't available everywhere. These are closer, like when we were in downtown, you'll see a lot of these in that area. But if you're going from a condo, which is somewhere further out from where all the major things are near the river, then you'll probably either want to take a bike or you can just take a regular car. But again, traffic is so crazy in Bangkok that you definitely want to try to get somewhere fast. You got to take a bike. Another mode of transportation is the boat. Now this is when you're down on the river. If you're trying to get somewhere on the river or across the river, I ended up taking this boat to go across to this temple. This temple is really cool. I think to get in, it was maybe about like $7 or $8. But once you get in, you can see a bunch of people come here. They dress up, they take pictures. People come here to pray. I saw plenty of monks while I was here. So the time I went, it was close to sunset. So of course it was packed. You see people everywhere. But outside of that, if you just want to get out and enjoy the city, I definitely encourage you to go check out the parks.
It reminds me of Eastern Glades, but bigger.
Way bigger.
But it's the same type of stuff. It's the same walkout on like a marshy type of.
Look at all those lily pads.
But another thing to do if you really just enjoy walking and seeing the city and enjoying free things, walking through their mall is one of the craziest experiences I've had because it's 9 levels and every luxury brand you can imagine is in there. They have a Japanese market. That's what this is. I was walking through. It's just an amazing mall. You definitely should go check it out. When you go to the rooftop, this is where I'm getting this shot from, and it has a beautiful view of the city and it's on the river. And last but not least, man, this is one of the most amazing parts of Bangkok is going and sitting at a smoking lounge. They have rooftop smoking lounges. They have lounges that's all over the city. If you look up any dispensary, they got these everywhere. They will roll it for you. You go upstairs and you just chill and have a good time. But speaking of smoking and health, one of the major things I mentioned at the beginning of the video was the smog in the city, and it does not disappoint. When you check the weather app every day, you will see it say unhealthy. When I first got here, I was looking in the distance and I thought it was foggy outside, but I realized there's no clouds in the sky, and it was like that every day. And I realized that's air pollution. This is one of the most polluted cities I've ever been in, so you see a million people walking around with masks. Now some people are not walking around with them, but of course this city is just very, very high in pollution, so make sure you have a mask if you decide to come. One of the great things too that I enjoy, especially going to countries like this, is taking care of my body, because it's so much cheaper and easier to take care of my body in a country like this when it only costs about $11 per massage. So yeah. And I love exploring, so I definitely wanted to get out and see more than just Bangkok while I'm in Thailand. So I've booked a trip to Phuket, and I fly out next week. That'll be on my 3rd week of being here. Right now it's only been 2 weeks since I arrived, so I'm still trying to just enjoy Bangkok as much as possible since this is the main city I'm staying in. But I'm really looking forward to going to Phuket. I'm going to be visiting a couple islands out there too, so I know that that'll be an adventure. That'll be fun. And the cost to even get there and the cost for staying in the hotel was not extremely expensive. Now the hotel was a little more expensive than what it normally is, but that's because I just booked it like a few days ago. So I'm within like a week and a half, 2 weeks of me actually going. So of course prices are a little higher, but definitely looking forward to that trip. Overall, I'd say that Bangkok is probably one of my favorite places to live in. Now again, the one major drawback is the pollution. Because if you stay here long enough and you continue breathing that stuff in, it does have health effects. And if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, it can be really detrimental to you. But as far as everything else, the city, the vibe of the city, the people within the city, everybody has been friendly. It's been my first time in Asia, especially for an extended period of time. Well, actually ever. But I don't feel out of place. You know, sometimes people say you go certain places and you feel like people are looking at you or treating you a certain type of way. Definitely did not feel that while I was there. So everybody there has been friendly. The vibes that I've got and all the places I've gone have been great. I still got 2 more weeks here, so I have some more stuff planned that I'm going to explore. I'm definitely going to put together some more videos, especially videos over certain topics that I know people are looking for. So just look forward to seeing more videos in Thailand over that, and especially my trip to Phuket. Again, super excited about that, and I'll have things planned while I'm there, so I know that's going to make for a great video. That's really all I got for this one. I appreciate you for sticking around if you're still around listening to this point. Again, if you have any questions about the budgets or what I spent while I was in Thailand, drop it in the comments. I'll make sure I respond to everybody. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, share this video with anybody who is interested in travel to Thailand, or they're interested in budget travel and traveling to different countries, as all my videos are over that. Alright, that's all I got for this one. Till the next one, y'all be easy. Peace.